Silent Spring by Rachel Carson was published in 1962. This groundbreaking environmental science book is credited with launching the modern environmental movement. The allegory sets the stage for the book's central concern: the indiscriminate use of pesticides and their ecological consequences. Carson argues that modern society is chemically saturated and that humans have introduced dangerous substances into nature. She emphasizes that the scale and pace of chemical usage, especially synthetic pesticides like DDT, were unprecedented in Earth's history. Elixirs of Death is a chapter explaining the development and proliferation of synthetic pesticides and herbicides post-World War II, highlighting their toxicity and long-term impact on living organisms, including humans. Details on how pesticides pollute water systems impacting both surface and groundwater, with discussions on bioaccumulation, are explored in the 4th chapter of Surface Waters and Underground Seas. Realms of Soil, or the chapter introducing the concept of ecological balance being disturbed from the ground up. It focuses on how chemicals damage soil life, including earthworms and microorganisms, essential for healthy plant growth. The mid-chapters question the necessity of large-scale chemical control campaigns, particularly aerial spraying. These chapters include examples of government-sponsored programs that caused extensive ecological damage with minimal benefit. Referring to the 8th chapter, aptly titled "And No Bird Sings," moves the reader with the devastating impact of pesticides on bird populations, especially songbirds. It reflects the book's title, How Human Actions Could Silence Nature. Rivers of Death is a chapter which examines the effects of pesticides on fish and aquatic life in rivers and streams, detailing the collapse of local fisheries and contamination of drinking water. Chapter 10, titled Indiscriminately from the Skies, focuses on aerial pesticide spraying programs and the collateral damage they cause. It critiques the lack of informed consent and public awareness about these practices. Beyond the Dreams of the Borgias is a metaphorical comparison of modern chemical use with historical instances of poisoning and corruption. The Human Price leaves the reader teary-eyed with the health risk of pesticide exposure for humans, including cancer, neurological damage, and reproductive issues. Emphasizing the vulnerability of children and future generations, 1 in every 4 is a chapter addressing the alarming rise in cancer cases. Suggests the links between the increase and the widespread use of carcinogenic chemicals in agriculture and industry. Nature Fights Back demonstrates how insects develop resistance to pesticides, leading to a vicious cycle of increasing chemical use. This explains ecological feedback mechanisms and unintended consequences. The Rumblings of an Avalanche chronicles growing public awareness and resistance to harmful pesticide practices. This shows how citizen action and scientific critique began to challenge the status quo. The book ends with the chapter titled The Other Road. Here, Rachel Carson concludes with a vision for the future, advocating for biological and ecological methods for pest control. She urges a shift from chemical dependence to approaches that work with nature rather than against it.